Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mace. I'm coming to you from Canada. And today's video is about the Dutch. It's about Holland. It's about the Netherlands. It is interesting, like, obviously I've noticed, and just that fact that there is different ways to refer to the Netherlands. It's been referred to and renamed, I think, like throughout history quite a bit, and there's a lot of different we haven't learned that much about, I haven't learned that much about the provinces and like the different, or the states, and how the Netherlands is broken up, why certain regions are named certain ways, and all of that. Let's get to the video, man. I'm interested to find out what's the deal. What's the deal with the Netherlands?
Welcome to the great nation of Holland, where the tulips grow, the windmills turn, the breakfast is chocolatey, the people industrious, and the sea tries to drown it all. Except this country isn't.
Yeah, we've watched videos on Netherlands and the excellent waterworks and innovations in that.
And Holland. It's time for the difference between Holland, the Netherlands, and a whole lot more. The correct name for this tulip-growing, windmill-building, hagelslag-eating, container ship-moving, ocean-conquering nation is the Netherlands.
What was that chocolate? It looks like chocolate sprinkles on toast. The heck is that?
Windmill-building, hagelslag.
De Roetje. Chocolate hagelmelk. Yeah, they look like chocolate sprinkles. Interesting. On toast.
Eating, container ship moving, ocean conquering nation is the Netherlands. But confusion is understandable. The general region has been renamed a lot over 1,000
Frankish Kingdom, West Francia,
years, including
Flanders,
as the Dutch Republic,
County
the
of
United
Flanders.
States of Belgium, and the Kingdom of Holland.
United States
but
of
it's not
Belgium.
just history that makes this country's name confusing, because the Netherlands is divided into 12 provinces. Groningen, Drenthe, Overijssel, Gelderland, Limburg, Noord-Brabant, Zeeland, which by the way is the Zeeland that makes this Zeeland new, Friesland with adorable little hearts on its flags, Flevoland, Utrecht, and here's the confusion, North Holland, and
I had no idea about the Zeeland and New Zealand thing.
South Holland. These provinces make calling the Netherlands Holland like calling the United States Dakota. Though unlike the Dakotas, which are mostly empty save for the occasional jackalope, the two Hollands are the most populated provinces and have some of the biggest attractions like Amsterdam and Keukenhof. Chances are, if it's Dutch and you've heard of it, it's in one of the Hollands. Even the government's travel website for the country is holland.com, officially because it sounds friendlier, but unofficially it's probably what people are actually searching for. Confusion continues because people who live in the Hollands are called Hollanders, but all citizens of the Netherlands are called Dutch, as is their language. But in Dutch they say, Nederlands spreken de Nederlanders in Nederland, which sounds like they'd rather we call them Netherlanders speaking Netherlandish. Meanwhile, next door in Germany, they're Deutsche sprechen Deutsch in Deutschland, which sounds like they'd rather be called Dutch. This linguistic confusion is why Americans call the Pennsylvania Dutch Dutch, even though they're Germans. To review, this country is the Netherlands, its people are Dutch, and they speak Dutch. There is no country called Holland, but there are provinces of...
Video gets increasingly hard to comprehend. No, it's interesting, I think. These semantical things.
North and South Holland. Got it? Great, because it's about to get more complicated.
I didn't really
the
get
Netherlands is part of a kingdom with the same name, the Kingdom of the Netherlands, which is headed by the Dutch royal family. The Kingdom of the Netherlands contains 3 more countries, and to find them we must sail from the icy North Sea to the Caribbean and Aruba, Curacao, and St. Martin. These are no territories but self-governing countries within the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and as such they have their own governments and their own currencies. Geography geek side note here, while Aruba and Curacao are islands, St. Martin is just the southern...
Aruba and Curacao, so they're
half of
governing
the
sovereign
also named
countries,
Saint Martin,
or
the other half of which is
territories?
Occupied by France, and also named Saint Martin. So despite being separated by Belgium on the European map, the Kingdom of the Netherlands and the French Republic share a border on the other side of the world on an island so nice they named it thrice. But why does the Kingdom of the Netherlands reach to the Caribbean anyway? Because empire. In the 1600s, the Dutch, always looking to expand business, laid their hands on every valuable port they could. For a time, America's east coast was New Netherland with its capital city of New Amsterdam. There was New Zealand, as mentioned previously, and nearby, the King of the Islands, New Holland. Though the empire is gone, these 3 Caribbean nations remain. And while 4 countries in one kingdom isn't unheard of, it doesn't stop there, because the country of the Netherlands also extends its borders to the Caribbean and 3 more islands: Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba. These are not countries in a kingdom, but are cities in the country of the Netherlands.
What? Damn. All right. Gonna have to watch this video like 17 more times.
And they look the part. Residents of these far-flung cities vote in elections for the Dutch government just as any Hollander would, though weirdly they don't belong to any province and they don't use the Dutch currency of euros, they use dollars instead. It's kind of like if Hawaii wasn't a state but technically part of the District of Columbia, all the while using yen. These cities of the country of the Netherlands and these countries in the Kingdom of the Netherlands are together known as the Dutch Caribbean, and their citizens are Dutch citizens, which, because the Kingdom of the Netherlands is a member of the European Union, means that these
EU.
Dutch Caribbeans are also Europeans. So in the end, there are 6 Caribbean islands, 4 countries, 12 provinces, 2 Hollands, 2 Netherlands, and 1 kingdom. All Dutch.
All right, let's go back.
Tulips grow, the windmills turn, the breakfast is chocolatey, the people industrious, and the sea tries to drown it all. Except this country isn't Holland. It's time for the difference between Holland, the Netherlands, and a whole lot more.
So it's not super simple. Let's just say that. Let's take a look at the comments. So referring to the Netherlands as Holland is exactly like referring to the United Kingdom as England. Interesting. I don't understand my own country. Send help. It's going to get more complicated. Starts talking at full speed. Me? Well, that helps. As a Belgian, when I started learning English, it always confused me how in English Netherlands is translated Dutch, even though for me it was just the language for German-speaking people. Duits. Also, I went to the Netherlands yesterday, so this was a very nice video. This is the kind of video where you can't read comments and watch at the same time. America, Americans, Germany, Germans, Netherlands, Dutch. Cool. All right. See you guys on the next one.